Welcome, sports fans, to the Cardinal Report. For the third time in 4 years, Cardinal coach Todd Raridon had the North Central College men's basketball team back in the College Conference of Illinois-Wisconsin tournament. The Cardinals lost to in the semifinals to the #1 seed, Wheaton College. Coach, back in the tournament, coming off what people that know you best say might have been your worst year of your career in 2007-2008, 10-15 overall record, 4-7 in conference. But you guys righted the ship and got back to the tournament. Was it that much more fulfilling this year?
Well, it was, particularly the year we had the year before. But we had a lot of excuses the year before. We had a lot of kids hurt. We really had a new group. When I first took the job here at North Central, I was blessed. I had some good younger kids so I had those for two years really, and then they graduated, and this group that was the seniors now came in and had to fill in some big shoes, and it just took a little time, and you had some injuries in there. It was a struggle, but this year it seemed like everything and everybody meshed together very well.
And this year, heading back to the tournament, you guys go on and take on the #1 seed Wheaton College, and they're hosting the tournament. Quite an environment, quite a packed gymnasium there.
Well, it was fun. It was a great environment. Like you said, I think they had 2,600 people. And, Wheaton has done a really nice job with their facility over there. And really, they renovated their old gym. And it's just a great atmosphere and for our kids to play in and to be a part of. And, it was hot. It was just the way basketball was meant to be played.
Yeah, and, Coach, in Division III, normally you're not playing in front of packed gyms like that. But to have the season kind of come to an end there on that court in that environment, just like you said, it's kind of like what basketball's all about.
Well, it is, but you don't want your season to end like that. You want to continue on. You want to get in the national tournament and get to the national championship game. But I was really pleased with our kids. I thought they did not let that environment, the hostile environment at Wheaton College, bother them so much. I thought we really had a great start to the game, and it continued throughout. We had a chance to really until the last couple minutes to win the basketball game.
Well, the Cards, they lost 77-66, but to start off the game, you guys were up 13-4 just 5 minutes in. Rogers, Raridon, Drennan, Twyman, everybody kind of getting in the scoring effort.
Well, and that's the way it's been all year for our kids. I think each game, each different night, we've had some different kids step up, and to be successful, I think you have to have that. And our inside game, I felt was really strong in that game, especially early. That opens up a lot of things on the perimeter for us, and consequently we were able to knock some shots down and got the big lead. Unfortunately, they have a young man, Kent Raymond, that kind of took over the first half and got him back into the game.
Before Kent could take over, though, Wheaton, they answered back with Ben Panner. Now, this is a kid that played all 40 minutes in the game. He had 2 buckets right there. What kind of player is Ben Panner that coach needs to leave him on the court for 40 minutes?
Well, he plays their point for him, but he's a versatile kid that can play an off guard. He can play small forward, good defensive player. He's somebody that has played now the last couple of years for him and played a lot of minutes, as you said. But when you have Kent Raymond and you have a Panner that control the outside, it makes the coaching a lot easier for you. And I thought that maybe we could wear them down. Maybe the heat in the gym and so forth would wear them down a little bit. But they're very well conditioned and hung in there. And like I said, he played 40 minutes. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, talking about controlling the outside, after Panner's 2 buckets, Raymond hit 3 straight jumpers, the last being a 3-pointer, and the game was tied 18 apiece. But North Central College, they responded on a 19-11 run that included 3 3-pointers, 2 by Reed Behringer, 1 by Rogers. 3 minutes left to go in the game. You guys are looking pretty good.
Well, we were.
I'm sorry, left to go in the half.
Left a half, and I thought we were in really good shape, and yet we were trading baskets, so to speak, and then all of a sudden we hit a cold spell, and Kent Raymond hit some baskets for him, and but we were scoring inside and outside, and that's what we needed. And like I said, we got off to a great start, especially the first half. And even though we were down 1 at half, I still felt like we were in pretty good shape because I didn't feel like we had played that poorly, but I thought we could play better than what we did.
Yeah, Raymond hit 4 jumpers to end the half. 2 of those were three-pointers. Thunder, they had a 39-38 lead heading into halftime. In the second half, Mark Adams, a freshman for you, gave the Cardinals a lead 45-43 with 15 minutes left to play.
And Mark has been playing well here lately. I mean, he's somebody that as a freshman came in from Aurora Central Catholic, has played some early games for us, and then really just, you know, we had a rotation there that did not include Mark there, and defensively he struggled a little bit for us, but as the season wore on, his defense was much improved, and he played really well in the JV games, and so, you know, we threw him in towards the end of the last couple of games, and he responded terrifically, and you know, we're looking forward to great things for Mark because he is a freshman, but you know, we needed other guys to step up, and unfortunately, you know, Dean Prince got hurt, and that hurt us from a defensive standpoint more than anything because now we only had one young man that could cover Raymond, and you know, you really need more than one guy to stick on Kent Raymond.
Absolutely. And I guess, you know, with 4 minutes remaining, another freshman, Wheaton's Jeremy Flederer, he had 2 three-pointers in the second half. After his second three-pointer, he got a steal, got a bucket, put Wheaton, I believe, up by 5 at that point, never looked back.
Yeah, it was a killer. I mean, it's something that, you know, you don't expect bench play. You hope that, especially from a freshman coming off the bench, to hit big shots like that. And I think both of those were really off of, we were in a zone and they were long rebounds that they got. A long rebound, they skipped but over across, and we don't have anybody matched up with him. And consequently, he's got a wide open shot. And you know, especially that late in the game, that small window there of opportunity, they took advantage of. And like I said, the last 3 minutes, then we just couldn't recover.
Yeah. Now, every game has that one play which decides which direction the team is headed. Here's this week's Cardinal Crusher. Well, Coach, here it is right here, Flederer. There's 4 minutes left to go. You can see him over there at the top of the wing, drains that 3. Just seconds later, he comes up in the passing lane, gets that steal and caps it off. That place just erupted. I got to think that Wheaton on the bench, their players, just chills. They had to be pretty high.
Well, it is. I mean, I've been on the other side before, and you know, it's a great momentum boost, especially at home. You know, it's something that obviously as a road team, you want to not let that happen, and you want to do something, you know, come up with a big defensive stop and make something happen like they did. Unfortunately, we just didn't get that stop.
And did it feel like it kind of deflated the bench, just being down there as far as North Central College?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, I don't think our kids ever gave up, but I think anytime you give a team like Wheaton, you know, a 5-point cushion or a 6-point cushion, you know, they shoot the free throws so well that it's hard to get back into the game because they don't miss free throws. I think they went like, maybe they missed one the whole game, you know, and they're like 80, mid-80s as far as free throw shooting as a team. So you're not going to win ball games, especially if you get behind late with them.
Coach, this year you had 2 all-CCIW members, Chris Drennan, first team, Matt Rogers, second team. Do you feel like maybe there was one more Cardinal that could have squeaked in there?
Well, I thought that, you know, very deservingly both those guys were Chris's first team and Matt's second team. You know, I was disappointed that Mitch did not get third team, but you know, that unfortunately that happens, and you know, I thought he did a lot of good things for our program of the last 4 years, and he was kind of a glue for us. You know, I really thought that he did the things that don't stand out in the box score every night out, and that's something that to me was worthy of third team.
And Coach, now up next for you, I guess, recruiting. And, you know, the Naperville area, the basketball scene's really picked up the last couple of years. Do you guys focus on Naperville a lot? And especially, you have a son, senior over at Neuqua Valley, 6'6" shooter, Derek Raridon.
Well, I wish he was a 6'6" post because that's where we need him right now. But, you know, they've had a great year over at Neuqua Valley, and hopefully that will continue their run. You know, it's been fun to watch their team play in the few games I've had a chance to see live. But, you know, the area is full of good players and good coaches in Naperville just alone that, you know, we've really tried to target Naperville. We haven't had a lot of luck, but, you know, I think that you have to establish something somewhere along the line, and you know, we get 1 or 2 young men in there, and hopefully some more will follow, because it's a great academic school, and it's a great tradition, I think, academically and athletic wise, and hopefully we can continue to, you know, bring Derek in, and some others will help hopefully follow.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, Redbird fans, as Cardinal guard Mitch Raridon joins us to talk all things basketball. We'll be right back.